There's a reason that I outperform AirDNA's 90th percentile by 52% across my entire portfolio of short-term rentals that I have across the country in 6 different states. It's because I build super properties. Now, this does not mean the biggest properties. I've got a 2-bedroom condo. I've got a small place in Banner Elk. Not everything has to be large to qualify as a super property. There's 7 things that you have to stack to ensure that you can build a super property, which means you have built a property that is outperforming everybody else in your marketplace. So it kind of all started when I built my first short-term rental down in Gulf Shores, and I built a 6-bedroom, 4-bath. Very common down in Gulf Shores, but I bought a lot that was directly across the street from the beach for $300,000. Those lots today are worth about $700,000. The average 6-bedroom, 4-bath tier 2 in Gulf Shores in 23 and 22, they've been averaging between $195,000 to $215,000 in revenue. I did $357,000 in revenue in 2023 and $341,000 in 2022. And that's because of all of these 7 things that I'm about ready to unlock for you for free, because this is what it takes to build a super property. Number 1 is market selection. I went to Gulf Shores in this instance as opposed to investing into Destin or 30A, because I could buy the same property, the same land, or build. Even in today's market in 2024, I can get into Gulf Shores for about 40% less than what I would be paying in Miramar or in Destin, and about 50 to 60 or 70% less of what I'm going to pay in the heart of 30A. You need to go and invest where nobody's talking about on social media. If you look at New Remain, Palm Springs, Indio, Joshua Tree, Big Bear, Gulf Shores, the Smoky Mountains, Orlando, I can just keep going on and on and on. Those are the markets that everybody floods to. My friend Sean Moore from Vodacy and I, when we did our 4-hour workshop before the start of the STR Wealth Conference, and we had no preparation, we didn't know what either of us was going to say, we both agreed that either of us could go into any market, the most saturated market in the country, and actually outperform the 90th percentile of AirDNA. But it all starts with picking the market. But then number 2 is going to be location and proximity. I look at the location to the traffic drivers. So I own 2 properties in Western North Carolina. I don't own in Boone. I don't own in Newland. I don't own in Seven Devils, where a lot of people have got their fucking asses handed to them. I don't own by Grandfather Mountain. I own right smack dab in Banner Elk. That is the epicenter of the Western North Carolina market. That's north. I'm talking about the Boone market, not the Asheville market. I'm right smack dab in Banner Elk. I have a property that's literally walking distance to the downtown area, the village of Banner Elk, and I have a property that sits on top of a mountain with like 30 to 50 mile long range views on 2 acres. That is a big mega super property. It's got 6 bedrooms, a guest house with 2 master suites, a full kitchen, a full laundry, full family room. They have queen size beds, en suites. I've got a 3-car garage. It's crazy the uniqueness about this property, but it also has the location, because the heart of Banner Elk, North Carolina is right in between Sugar Mountain and Beach Mountain. It's right in between the 2 ski resorts. That's why these properties have absolutely crushed during the winter season, even though Banner Elk is a summer market, right? So summer is amazingly good, but winter, especially this last winter, was off the chain. My cabin in Montana, I literally can be sitting here fly fishing. I can be fly fishing on my deck as I'm cooking a brisket on my Traeger. That's because the proximity is so close to the water. It's like literally 16 steps down some stones, and I can put my waders on and I'm stepping into the Stillwater River. There's a lot of people that buy on lakes, that buy on rivers in the West, and they don't have the proximity, which means they don't have access. There's a difference between location and access. You need location and proximity. All the people that are getting annihilated, not all of them, but a lot of them that are getting annihilated in the Smoky Mountains are 20 minutes from Dollywood, 30 minutes from Dollywood. They're 20 minutes from downtown Gatlinburg. They're in Wares Valley, which they say is a 10-minute drive, but it's really a 15 to 25-minute drive. So that location and proximity isn't good enough anymore. It was good enough during COVID, and that's where our mindset comes in. We have to have a shift and understand that we've taken a step back, and we are now in 2017 and 18. The gold rush is over. So that's why we really have to focus on number 3, which is uniqueness, right? So remember that property in Gulf Shores I mentioned, it's still outperforming almost all the beachfront properties that are 6.4s as well, but it's unique in the proximity that I can market that, because there's no open lots. So the uniqueness, the location, the proximity ties into your marketing. That's why I tell you guys, when I walk in to put my eyes onto a property physically, the first thing I'm thinking about is, what is my marketing anchor? Marketing is really the key. The last 2 here, number 6 and number 7, are going to be the most important things to building out a super super property. Everything is important and we don't want to miss any of these check boxes, but those last two, those fall into my genius zone. Those are my super skills. So number 4 is value add. I am always looking for a property, specifically when I'm buying a resale, on how I can add value. So my last property that I purchased in Banner Elk right before the STR Wealth Conference was listed as a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Lo and behold, when I walked through the property, it was a 5-bedroom. The owners used an agent out of Charlotte who never even came and looked at the property. He just took their word for it and looked at the same photos that I did on the listing. And obviously he was a fucking idiot because he listed it as a 4 and probably costed them $25,000. But that was opportunity I could seize, because what they had done is they had taken a bedroom literally with a closet and an egress window and converted it into a mega master closet. Well, that doesn't make you and I any money, so that thing quickly turned into a kid's room. My wife designed it with camping theme and glow-in-the-dark stars and like these teepee looking camping beds. It's just awesome. So that added about $15,000 to $18,000 in potential revenue for us too. So not only did I get value on the resale, but I also have value on the rental income. So those are just some of the things that I'm looking for. And there's some really important tricks as you're scouring through Zillow, Realtor.com, and you're looking, you need to look, if you've got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath and it's like 2,500 square feet, 2,800 square feet, I see these all the time. That means there is square footage that is not being maxed out inside of that property. The bedrooms could be big. There might be large hallways. They could have a huge kitchen pantry that could be turned into a bathroom. That's what I'm looking at, that added value that becomes really important. And that's not always visible in the images that are being shown in the listing. A lot of that's going to be when you put your eyes on it or have your trusty real estate agent that knows their shit about STRs, that can talk the language, that actually owns. Pro tip here, this wasn't to be included, but I do not use agents that do not own their own short-term rentals. If they don't own, they don't know really what we're looking for. They may say that they do, but they're full of shit. Number 5, the design is really, really important. That's my wife's superpower. That's her expertise. I can design properties, but not to her level. But the second part of number 5 is the sourcing. This is where a lot of you go wrong. One, you go and hire a designer and they so over fucking charge you. You know, you think about that $10,000, $5,000 couch from Ashley Furniture or from Crate and Barrel. Well, they're buying it for you because they're going to Minoan or another GPO, or they're getting it at 20, 30, 40% off, and they're charging you their design fee. You're getting fucked, just FYI. So really, you need to learn how to source. You can source almost all of our stuff. Just go to Amazon and type in Lux for Less, L-U-X-E, Lux for Less, and literally it'll take you to our store. It's so you can get everything that my wife has sourced. There's some other really important tricks that you need to do. So we go straight through Minoan and get a 40% discount. You know, you've got Host GPO. There's other GPOs out there. My preference is Minoan. I love them and they have tremendous deals, but focus on the sourcing and start doing that well in advance, because you don't want to be under the gun after you're under contract, between contract to close, to really focus on your sourcing. Number 6 is probably the absolute most important component after you have selected the property, and that is revenue management. It is not good enough just to have a Price Labs Beyond or Wheelhouse account today. I'm a Price Labs user. If you don't have dynamic pricing, just FYI, you're leaving 25 to 30% on the table. Down below, there is a link. It is an affiliate link to Price Labs. I would definitely take a trial. I would check it out. I've been using it for many, many years and it's made me a lot of money. But it's not just set it and forget it. If you want to get to advanced revenue management like myself, you need to think about like far out. 99% of you as hosts are just thinking about summer right now. Well, I'm thinking about next summer. Next summer is 365 days away. Bill, why would you be thinking about next summer? Because I have fucking people booking next summer right now. If I take that Dragonfly property that's averaging $2,300 a night, if I'm sold out in June, I still have 1 week available in July, and I'm still at $2,300. Most people have already dropped their pants on. This is because I built a super property because it's super high demand. 150 days for somebody to come in and book for next year, and it's 7-night minimum, Saturday to Saturday, and it's $2,750 a night. So that 1 week I do have open in July right now, you can book it on my 3-2-1 pricing strategy. If you don't know how to do dynamic pricing, you need to go up to the search bar when we're done with this video and type in Build STR Wealth and 3-2-1 pricing strategy, or just scroll through the videos, because this is going to show you how to do really effective basic revenue management. At 200 days, I go away from that 7-night minimum. I go away from $2,750. I drop it down to $2,300. And then about April 1st, I go in and move 7-night minimums and go to 3-2-1. So that means 3 nights on the weekends, 2 nights on Sunday through Wednesdays, and then 1 night gap nights. But here's the kicker. I'm taking those 3 nights and I'm raising the price by 30%. I'm raising the 2 nights by 40%. I'm raising the single night by 75%. I don't ever plan on booking a single night, but what it does allow me to do is raise that pricing and then be able to downsell it at a 40% discount to to a guest that's checking out or a guest that's checking in for a gap night. This is just the basic to intermediate stuff that I'm talking about right now. If you're not doing this, you are leaving so much money on the table. So go search 3-2-1 pricing strategy. Number 7, the off-platform marketing is critical. There's some key components here, right? Number 1 is you got to have a direct booking sales page, not a website. Yes, you heard that correctly. One page. It's like a one-page website. No menu. Don't want to click to other properties. Don't want to click to an About Us page. That reduces conversion. No social media icons. The only thing we want to do, especially if you're going to run like any type of paid traffic, is you want to drive them to a sales page. All these people that are trying to sell you websites don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to conversion rate optimization, which is at the core of being a tremendous marketer. We do not want any distractions. When we are driving somebody to buy something from us, we want them to do one thing, and that's either buy or leave. And if they're going to leave and you're using something like what I do, Market My STR, to house all of my direct booking pages, I can have a little pop-up that says, hey, don't leave yet. Here's a 10% discount if you book today. Something you get a call to action. Those things convert at like 21, 22%. So there's a reason that Airbnb, most of you are doing less than 2% conversion rates, because there's too much distraction. There's too much shit. There's look at my profile, look at my reviews, look at all that type of stuff. Send them to your direct booking sales page. That's one page for every property. You can have a website with all of your properties, but there's only one time that you want to use that, and that's in your indoctrination email in the 200-day funnel inside of Market My STR to bring that guest back that just had a great stay with you at the beach and show them, you know, your Malibu property, show them your Arizona Lake Havasu property, whatever it is. Those are the only times you really want to use that, because websites convert at such a low number. You're looking at about 30 to 40% higher conversion with a sales page. So get really good at Facebook ads. Use my buy, sell, trade group strategy that I use by targeting the top 5 or 6 markets where people are traveling to come in to stay with you. And I literally go in and I will run buy, sell, trade ads for a week, not ads, but free posts. And then I'll follow it up with Facebook ads at literally $1 a day. It's really $5 a day, but this strategy is ingenious and nobody in this industry uses it. I run 5 ads at $1 a day for a week in one city, one market. So my number 1 city is St. Louis, Missouri, and Dallas coming into Gulf Shores. So I'll go and I'll target Dallas, Texas, or St. Louis, Missouri. Sometimes 10 days need to drive enough traffic. Facebook will determine the winner based on conversion, and that what you can't do by sending the traffic to Airbnb or Vrbo, you can only track that going to your direct booking sales page. Facebook will pick the winner, then all $5 goes behind that winner. I'll let that run for a month. So we're talking $150 in advertising. Shouldn't have to do this right now during the summer. Like all my ads are completely turned off. They will start at the end of June, and I'll start marketing September, October, November for the fall season. Don't waste your money advertising when your pockets are full. Wait for them to start to get to the slower season, and then you transition into that off-platform marketing. And then I use Stayfi, and I capture all the email addresses to build my email list. I mean, I got 19,000 people on my email list because I do have large properties, and I capture an average of like 9 to 10 people with Stayfi per property. So Stayfi, that syncs directly into Market My STR. I tag them, and then I start the 200-day funnel automatically based on checkout. You can't wait 5 days. You can't wait a week to go back and target them. You've got to start the day after. So I send a text message at 3 o'clock in the afternoon via Market My STR to the guest that has just checked out at 10 a.m. that morning. And when I sign off, I say, hey, by the way, Janice, be on the lookout for a very special email I'm going to send to you tomorrow. So then Janice knows that I'm sending her an email. We built rapport because of the welcome video before they've checked in. So that's it. Buy, sell, trade groups, Facebook ads, email, text marketing through Market My STR. If you don't want to go spend $5,000, which I wouldn't do it for a website, just jump into Market My STR and literally you get all of my templates. My 200-day funnel templates, it's all set up to be automated. You got my copy, you get my direct booking pages, you get everything that I use. You want access to that stuff? Just jump into Market My STR. So those are the 7 things. Market selection, then you got sub-market selection. Number 2, location and proximity. Number 3, the uniqueness. Number 4, added value. Number 5, design, and most importantly, the sourcing. Number 6, revenue management. Huge deal. Got a Price Labs link down there below. And then off-platform marketing. Focus on those 7 things and watch yourself build a super property that will yield well more than $50,000 in annual net income, not gross. If you found any value in this, please do me a favor. Just hit the subscribe button, and then right above that Price Labs link, you're going to see a free masterclass on how to build super properties and execute my 550-250 plan, to where you can go in and start generating $250,000 a year in net income in 5 years with only 5 properties, most importantly with only 1 investment. I'll see you guys on the next video.